When it comes to social media, there are so many accounts and people out there telling you how to grow followers. This is not one of those videos. Today we're talking about my personal rules about how I stay sane while posting on Instagram and other social media. These rules really came out of what is best for me. Now, I am a multimedia specialist by day. My day job is running multiple Facebook accounts, multiple Instagram accounts. So my first rule is be safe. I feel like I shouldn't have to explain this, but I'm going to anyway. So I grew up in a time where PBS stations would actually have PSA announcements about don't give your real name online to strangers. The world has changed quite a bit since then. If you follow me on Instagram at dianes.journal, you'll find sometimes, not very often, but sometimes I will need to blur out certain things, and that's simply out of privacy. We've come to this place that we tend to think that authenticity and truth mean share everything, when that's not the case. Online, you're not just sharing to a small group of people, even if you only have a small group of followers. My second rule is being encouraging. And this is not so much a rule as much as the overall goal. And what I mean by that is that if you look on the online sphere, I want you to look at any single page, account, profile that I manage, and I want people to be able to be like, you know, this is safe to watch for a little bit. Because the world is a very dark, very dangerous, very negative place, and we don't have to be reminded of that in every single post. Sometimes it's okay to just chill. But on my dianes.journal, you'll find that a lot of the things that I post are actually meant to not just let you turn your brain off, but to encourage you into studying your Bible. That is the main goal for that account, is if you follow anything Diane's Journal, I want you to feel comfortable and confident enough that anything that you can read in your Bible, you can learn to understand yourself. That doesn't mean you don't have resources, that doesn't mean you don't have help, but at the end of the day, you can do it. It doesn't replace prayer, that doesn't replace Bible study, it does not replace anything that really will fill you up, but it's okay to have fun. It's okay to have social media if you use it correctly and that it doesn't take over your life. So the last rule I have for posting on social media is my biggest rule, and I'm not expecting anybody else to follow any of these rules, but this one is one I have to follow myself pretty thoroughly, is I don't post anything recent. I don't know if anybody else in the Bible journaling does this, and it doesn't really matter to me that much, but this is for me. This has nothing to do with followers, it has to do with me, because if it's my social media, at the end of the day, I will be held accountable for what I post and why I posted it. So I want to make sure that what I say not only is truthful, but my intentions were noble. It's not something I studied recently unless I'm doing a collab with someone or I purposely did this for social media. I want to make videos about how to study your Bible using different resources and things like that, and so what I'll do is I'll set up a camera and I'll study my Bible and I'll explain what I'm doing and how I'm feeling and all that as I go along. That is a teaching moment, even though it is for a public audience. That is something that I'm making as a resource. Posting my devotionals and my prayer life and things like that publicly when it's recent just feels icky. Christianity is a team sport in that we need each other to keep going, but it's a personal thing too. I have people in my life that I talk about what am I studying in my Bible right now. I mean, it helps me, it's encouraging, I get to hear what they're studying, it's awesome. But when it comes to posting that on social media, that's not the same type of interaction. What I post on social media is like getting up on a stage and talking to people. So if I was to get up on a stage and talk to 300 people at once, I would feel much better about preparing something, having an outline, having something to say, so that way I don't waste my time. And that's exactly how I feel about Instagram. Sometimes it feels like it's last minute because it's just a Bible verse, but that Bible verse had thought behind it. If you're scrolling and you just see a Bible verse and you just read it and then you move on with your life, you read a Bible verse. That could change your life. That can be encouraging. That can help you in a moment of darkness. So of course I'm gonna do that. I don't know if any of this makes sense. I just feel like I need to get this off my chest.